Did you know Fast Growing Trees is America's largest and most trusted online nursery with thousands of trees and plants and over 2 million happy customers? They have all the plants your yard or home needs, including fruit trees, privacy trees, flowering trees, shrubs, and houseplants, all grown with care and guaranteed to arrive healthy. Travis and I have actually used Fast Growing Trees for our house. We ordered some plants from them and they arrived and they were so beautiful. And they actually will help you out too. To find options that work for your climate, space, and lifestyle. They also make it easy to get your dream yard. Just click, order, grow, and get healthy, thriving plants delivered to your door. Their Alive and Thrive program promises that your plants arrive happy and healthy, no green thumb required, just quality plants you can count on. Plus, you can get online support from a trained plant expert who can help you plan your landscape, choose the right plants, and learn how to care for them every step of the way. You also don't need a big yard or a lot of space. You can grow lemon, avocado, olive, or fig trees indoors, along with a wide variety of houseplants, all grown with care and hand selected to thrive in your home. Right now, they have great deals on spring planting essentials. Up to half off on select plants, and listeners to our show get 20% off their first purchase when using the code WeeklyDose at checkout. That's an additional 20% off better plants and better growing at fastgrowingtrees.com using the code WeeklyDose at checkout. Fastgrowingtrees.com, code WeeklyDose. Now is the perfect time to plant. Let's grow together. Use Weekly Dose to save today. Offer is valid for a limited time. Terms and conditions may apply.
Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS. We're doing this early because I go on spring break tomorrow. I actually met my son's friend who's going with us at the McDonald's this morning. I met his parents. And it was the exact same time as a Louis Vuitton drop that I was really trying to get for my granddaughters one day.
She doesn't have.
But I'm telling Trey, he thinks I'm crazy. I said, everything I buy now, I don't buy for myself. I buy for my future granddaughters.
I think this is her way of justifying it.
Yes. Like, I probably. So anyway, as of right now, we're recording this podcast, and I have like 9 windows open on the computer trying to get me a few bags. So we'll see. I don't think it'll happen, but maybe it will. But yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy. These little drops. I got 2 things from the first Louis Vuitton Murakami collection, which are kind of like in the Jessica Simpson heyday. So I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, no, that's
But like they were the most iconic bags, and I was
early 2000s to its core.
But early 2000s, I could not afford anything. But I remember like really loving the bags that those girls carried. So honestly, the first drop was probably my favorite. And I was able to get a few things because of a client advisor. But this time they're like really leveling the playing field, which I don't appreciate. I'm like on it. But yeah, this collection's like really hard to get. I don't think I'll get anything. But
I think you will.
yeah, but from a reseller.
No, she got offered this bag that's I just don't think you even need. It's like a Speedy, but it's all leather. I think a Speedy needs to make a comeback.
Yeah.
And they are making they're trying real hard.
Well,
I support it.
I think the Murakami Speedies are super cute.
Mhm.
I don't dislike the Speedy. I just feel like at 44, I'm more of like
This is for your granddaughter.
this is for my, I should honestly, you're right. I should get a Speedy for my granddaughter. I just always think like for me, the bags that I like are probably more like lady bags.
Then why are you buying this Speedy?
Well, because I think it's cute. Because my granddaughter would really like it. Because it's going to be I think it's a collector. It's like the Pharrell collector piece, and anyway, we'll see. We'll see what
The Lord
happens. But
gives
this
her.
is like what I stress about today. It's better because today I woke up stressed about this and not stressed about the stock market and my my lack of cryptocurrency.
Can we talk about your brakes on your car?
Yes.
Explain. Just explain.
What about them?
Well, okay, I'll explain. So I went over to her house last weekend. We were throwing the dog party, and there were some people that pulled up in a Holman work truck, and they pulled out her car, and they lifted it with the little lifty thingy, and they were doing something to it. And she told me that Travis sent some of his plant employees.
No.
to,
So we have some of our plant employees. What it is they have friends who work who have car shops.
Uh-huh.
Like and they're just a lot cheaper than Bentley. So Travis will have his plant employees' friends like do my brakes, and either they're gonna be great, but they're like they're different brakes than like normal brakes you buy because they're like they said that they're like more expensive brakes. So they bought the brakes. They've already done like my front brakes, but I think now my back brakes need to be done. So they're supposed to do them this week. So either if my brakes go out and I die, it's because they did what they were chewing, or if not, they're good. But the first time they did it, they worked fine. But I bet honestly,
Fine. They need to.
they work. No, they mean like my car's stopping, so they work.
Well, thank God.
They work great. But yes, Travis is like he is very funny. I always say I married the cheapest.
The richest, cheapest man.
Yes, the cheapest, richest man, because he will spend money on the dumbest stuff. Like I'm like, like we will spend a fortune going on vacation, right? Like he wants to go on this like car vacation that we're going on with some of his friends. It is probably an absorbent amount of money, right? But like he will cheapen on like the silliest things, like getting our wood floors done, or like things that matter to me. Like he will not. Yes, like I have a Bentley and he will have other people other than Bentley do my stuff. If it can all be at all be done, because he's like, no, they are way overpriced.
They are, but like when it comes to like his Ferrari, for example, who does he have service his Ferrari?
Ooh,
His Holman employees or like Ferrari?
I don't know. I probably Ferrari.
I feel like when it comes to his brakes,
Yeah, be Ferrari, but maybe he's trying to kill me. I don't know. It could possibly happen.
I was just like,
Oh my gosh. Yes. So they're supposed to do it this week. So I took my car. Okay. The one thing people see, I'm going to get complaints about like talking about fancy cars or whatever. But I was telling Travis, I'm like, I love my car. I think I like the way it looks. It's great. It drives really well, right? The one thing I don't like about it is a light goes on all the time. It's almost like a racket with Bentley, because the lights are always going off. You'll take it in. Nothing's wrong with it. But you have to take it into not the place you bought it. You have to take it into like this really weird, like, like
your service center
that's in a really weird area. And every time it's almost like the car just wants you to spend like, $4,000 to $8,000 every like month and a half. But every time I take it in, there's really nothing wrong with it, but they give me things that they think I should do to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that I think is.
But I've had a lot of expensive cars, and I've never had a car do it as much as Bentley does.
I think what's most annoying though about your car is like when you have a flat tire, no one's gonna touch it.
Yeah.
Like, so you have to have it towed
Yes.
to a Bentley dealership or like your
no-
oil change.
There's no spare tire on it either.
Right.
So
So would you get one again?
I don't know if I would get it the SUV. I don't know.
It's
I
just
like
kind
it.
of inconvenient. Like it's such a
Super.
pretty
It's the
car.
most inconvenient car I've ever owned. It is so inconvenient compared to other cars, and I don't know if I would get it just because of how inconvenient it is.
Remember when she took it to like 4 different quick cars to get her oil changed and they would.
I mean, it's just like, but also
She's a
like,
simple girl.
I am the simple. I got my hair highlighted yesterday, and you have to drag me kicking and screaming to get highlights in my hair because I hate sitting there for 3 hours. And I go in, and my hair girl, people, if they work on me, they know. She was like, what do you want? And I said, listen, I would like to be a bronze, not a blonde. Like the low maintenance, so like brownish blonde. Like I want to be more
Like a dirty blonde?
like I was like, I want to be a rooted blonde. Like I like to have like darker roots. I just like it to look a little bit more natural than like I am way too low maintenance to get highlights every like 2 months because I want my hair bleachy. I just want it to, yeah.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. For some, summer is their favorite season. Travel picks up, kids are out of school, adventure is the focus. For others, juggling it can be tough and can lead to overwhelm and counting down the minutes until kids go back to school. And many worry that they're wasting the days of sunshine. I love to travel, but I know from my friend Stephanie here, travel can be a bit overwhelming. If you're feeling the summer overwhelm,
therapy might be your solution. Therapy can help people better understand their needs, feel more confident, setting boundaries, and creating a version of summer that actually feels good. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 6 million people globally, and it works. With an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp's therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the US. BetterHelp does the initial match work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire can help identify your needs and preferences, and their over 12 years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time for their tailored recommendations. You don't have to say yes to everything this summer. Find support in therapy. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose. Summer always makes me rethink what I'm reaching for every day. I need lighter fabrics, better materials, pieces that feel good, and most importantly, I won't sweat all the way through. That's why I keep coming back to Quince. They focus on high quality essentials. Think breathable linens, soft organic fabrics, washable silks, but without the luxury markup. It's that rare balance where everything feels elevated but still easy. Quince has beautiful everyday pieces like 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops with styles starting at $32. You know what? I've actually been getting some Instagram ads lately. They have these cooling bed sheets, and they're like 50% off of what you would normally spend on these cooling bed sheets. They're in my cart. I just need to check out. Also, something I've been loving is their denim. It is super soft, easy to wear, and their organic cotton sweaters are perfect for layering on a cool summer night. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. And one of my favorite things about Quince, if you scroll on their website, they will show you on each product where you can buy a similar version of that product and what the other brands are charging. And it's kind of shocking. One of my favorite things from Quince is their t-shirts. I know it sounds basic, but they have amazing t-shirts and the underwear. I know Stephanie and I've talked about the underwear before. They are so buttery soft. I can't explain it to you. You just have to feel them for yourself. I promise you, you won't regret it. Elevate your summer wardrobe. Go to quince.com/weeklydose for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/weeklydose for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/weeklydose. Summer is here, and I am, no surprise to everyone, a little behind on getting my summer body ready, but Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet has me covered, so I'm not worried about it. While you might set goals for swimsuit season, lose weight, exercise more, eat better, it's hard to achieve them without a plan. That is why, for me, Prolon's 5-day fasting mimicking diet is my secret weapon. Prolon gives you a science-backed, structured approach to targeting fat loss, supporting lean muscle, and resetting your metabolism so you can look and feel the most confident all summer long. Prolon is a plant-based nutrition program featuring soups, snacks, beverages, all designed to nourish your body while keeping it in a fasting state, triggering cellular rejuvenation and renewal. So you are eating, but your body thinks you're fasting. And Stephanie and I have done this multiple times. When I tell you there is so much food in this box, some days I'm like, can I finish all this? But the problem is it's so good, and you do have to eat it to hit those triggers in your body to say, yeah, we're fasting, even though you're not. I won't tell you exactly how much weight I've lost when I've done Prolon, but I can tell you I was shocked. And it really is one of the only things that has actually worked for me. Ready for your own reset? For a limited time, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off site-wide plus a $40 bonus gift when you subscribe to their 5-day program. Just visit prolonlife.com/weeklydose. That's prolonlife.com/weeklydose to claim your 15% discount and your bonus gift. prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
So anyway, this car is a high maintenance car, and I'm honestly a really low maintenance girl, even though people may perceive me as high maintenance from a TV show. I'm very low maintenance. Am I low maintenance?
I don't know. Low maintenance is the word. You're medium maintenance. Yeah, I'd say you're medium maintenance.
Like, do I like to get my nails done?
Well, you're a lazy high maintenance girl.
I mean, no, I like to go and go to the little places, buy grocery stores, get my nails done. Like, I am just not.
You are a low maintenance girl in a high maintenance body.
Yes. Maybe
Mhm.
that's it.
Yep.
But yes. So anyways, this car is a little too much for me because I just do not. I mean, I got nothing done with it and it was still like $3,000, $3 or $4,000. And Travis was like, what in the world did they do to your car? And I said, I don't know. I just paid it and told them we would take care of the brakes. I have no idea what they did to my car, but my lights were all going off and I took it in and I don't know what they did to it besides turn the light off, like reset everything so the service light would go off. I don't know. I love it. I think I'll drive it for a few more years. I don't care to get rid of it, but I also don't know if I would jump back into another Bentley SUV.
Mhm.
Even though I think they're like so pretty, I don't know if I would.
They're pretty, but I don't know if it's worth the inconvenience.
Yes, it's super inconvenient. So I don't know. I don't know. But you know who we did get a car for?
Cruise.
Yes. So I have a okay, this is so funny. We have a 13-year-old son who's gonna be 14 this summer. My youngest, and we did the same thing with Chance. For those listening, if you don't want to give your kids a brand new car, highly recommend this.
This is a great idea.
Yes.
And it worked exactly the way you wanted it to
Mm-hmm.
with Chance.
Mm-hmm. So for Chance, he has what is he?
He has a Land Rover Defender.
So he has a Defender, and I think for like, you could do this like if you're getting a new car, if you just want something, but like we needed a car for Montana. So, and something that's good in the snow. So we were like, you know what? We don't want to give our kids brand new cars because they're spoiled enough. So we bought, when Chance was 13, we bought that Defender. And Travis drove it and I drove it for a little bit in Dallas, and now it's in Montana. So Chance is going to be, you know what? It's a great car.
That car is worth every penny, and it is not as much as you think. That is a really good
My
car.
dad actually is like, I want to buy a Defender. I mean, it's like such a good car. I would drive it. I love driving the Defender. I honestly like driving the Defender more than I like driving the Bentley.
I would sell and I've looked at it. I would sell my G-Wagon for a Defender. It's
so good.
half the price,
Yeah.
and it does double the things.
Yes. It's like super. And I think for a kid, it's like really, really safe too. Like I mean, if
It's a great car.
somebody hits you or you hit somebody, you're probably going to survive, right? Like, and that's my number one thing. So amazing car. It's been in Montana. Amazing in the snow.
It's got like almost 40,000 miles on it now.
Yeah. So that's going to be Chance's car. So we're going to drive it back up because we've used it for a while, and that's going to be. But whenever we bought the Defender, we took Chance to Land Rover and let him pick everything out. So that way he, was excited and it was kind of his car. And then 3 years later, he gets the car that he picked out. So we did the same thing for Cruise. I really tried to talk Cruise into a SUV. I was like, you can get a Defender like your brother. You can get, what are those other cars that a lot of kids have? They're like little SUVs, super cute.
Like 4Runner? Or he wanted a Cybertruck for a minute.
Yeah, I talked him out of a Cybertruck. So I'm like, no, first of all, they look like, if you have a Cybertruck, I'm sorry. But to me, I just did not like the way, they look like a little Lego almost, Like, no, you don't need a Cybertruck. But, oh my gosh, there's another car that a lot of people, Bronco.
Oh,
These
yes.
are great, great, great kids' cars too. I was like, oh, a Bronco would be great. So anyway, he was like, no, I'm a fisherman. I want a truck.
Oh.
So this is because he wants to put his fishing pole and he feels like he is a truck man. And I kind of agree. He's very country. Trucks make sense for him. So him and Travis went and looked around at all the different trucks. They looked at a bunch of SUVs, but we couldn't convince Cruise. Also, selfishly, we wanted an SUV in Montana because it snows and they're just better, I think, in the snow. So we just got Cruise, this white pickup truck that he picked out. And it is
it's a Ford Raptor.
Raptor.
And it's cool.
It's it's really cool and he loves it. And you know what's so funny is Travis, is getting a new car, but it'll take him like 6 to 8 months for it to get in. And he took his car back, sold it back to Mercedes.
He told me this. He sold our G-Wagon.
Yes.
This was the G-Wagon that I had built I don't know, 4 years ago, before my wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And then came time and I was like, I'm getting married. I shouldn't be spending this much money on a car. So I called Travis and he took it. And we went and I wasn't quite sure how that was going to go. So we kind of pretended like he was my sugar daddy. And we had this whole I had a whole story lined up in my head. I don't think I let him know what it was until we got there. But he sold it and he told me how much he sold it for. And I found it online and I was like, And when he told me how much less they gave him than what he paid, I canceled my 2025. I was like, I'm keeping the one I have.
Oh, yeah. No, and he sold it because he thought that was a good price to get back. He was like, because they said if it's over, because I think he has like 30,000 miles on
I
it.
think he got a little screwed.
And then they were like, I don't know. Yes, maybe. But, he did it. We're not going to tell him if he got screwed or not. But
No, because it's already done.
yeah,
And I
it's
think
done
I think he could have gotten like 10,000 more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang. I could have used that to buy more
Another bag.
Nancy Pelosi stocks or another bag. I couldn't use it to buy a bag because I can't buy a bag today. But so he is driving the truck.
Mm-hmm.
So it's good. It all works out. But anyways, if you are like, I don't know, if you are like us and you don't want your kid to have a brand new car but you want it to be kind of like to have them excited about the car, maybe do that. If you're buying yourself a new car and you know it's going to go to them.
Well, and it really worked out because Chance, like Stephanie's past cars, that back seat was just
But yeah, they did not like the kids did
French
not
fried
care.
graveyard.
Yes, the kids did not care at all.
But with that Defender, he was like, "Cruise, pick up all your stuff and get out of my car."
Yeah.
And he would wash it. He took pride in it.
Yes. So Cruz is very excited, and I guess you can do it to where you have the pickup truck. I thought they all came lined, but they don't. It's like metal, so we had it like the
What?
black lining sprayed on it. It wasn't. I mean, and then
Why?
we have a cover for the pickup bed, the truck bed ordered. So it's very exciting. Very exciting. So that'll be Cruz's car, and we're gonna take that up this summer. But Travis is driving it, I guess, up until then.
I love it.
It's good, yeah.
Mm.
Yep. And then Travis was like trying to pretend like he was this, poor innocent, like just I gave my car up. And I was like, you have like 9 cars in the garage. I don't want to hear it. Like, I'm not giving my car up. I have one car, one vehicle. So I'm sorry. You can, yes, you're one. And he already had that other car ordered because he wanted.
Yeah.
But he loves those Mercedes SUV.
G-Wagon?
Yeah, the G-Wagon. He actually really likes those. So I don't know. But yeah, that's my life. So yeah, my youngest son got a pickup truck. Super cute. It's very exciting. I sent you a video of him.
Yeah,
Like
it's
when he
neat.
got it, he was very excited.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll go up to Montana. And I'm going up there this weekend. I cannot wait. I feel like I need to get out of Dallas. It is just, I need to get out of here. I need to get out of here. And we are taking one of Cruz's friends. Cruz's other friend has already been up there like for a week. So we're going to take him as well. So it'll be us and then our mutual friend, Morgan, and her husband and their kids. And it'll be so good. I just need them. I need to get out of here.
We might be going on a cruise.
Yes. Okay.
Are we confirmed?
I have not heard anything like for sure yet. But somebody, the mom that met me with the luggage, I had my phone and my laptop going in my car at the time. And she said, "Did you get it?" And I was like, "No, I can't talk about it."
Not yet.
No, just kidding. I haven't heard anything yet, but she's talking. So yes, I do like partnerships with. I'm glad we didn't go to that other cruise. Remember we
we got offered to go on a cruise for like 3 days
and then I was like
for free, and then Stephanie got offered some money.
Better. So, like Celebrity, I think is honestly like the best cruise line as well. Like I think they're so amazing. If you've not done Celebrity, highly recommend it. And not just because I have done now about 3 to 4 different types of cruises, and I think that they're amazing.
And you did like a really, really, really expensive one.
Yes, I mean,
a year or two ago.
Crystal's great as well. They're both really good. I'm
Or
all
another
about.
brand. I thought there was like something I had never heard of. That was like the Ritz-Carlton of ships. Am I crazy for thinking that? Maybe that was your manager that went on that cruise.
Maybe. I had some other people that have been on, but I mean, Crystal's like super, super high end. But and I went on that. It's great too. But Celebrity I like because there's a lot to do. Like Crystal is like food. It had like Nobu on board. Sex food. Celebrity's great because first of all, the ships are huge. The rooms are beautiful. Crystal, they were beautiful too. But I think that you just have like you have a lot of things you can do during the day. Like there's a lot of like different like parties and like events you can go to. And I don't know. It's I love Celebrity. So yes, I was offered to go on something in April, which I'm gonna go on. And then I was like, ooh, can I bring Trey?
Because I love free things.
Yes. I was like, first of all, we would have so much fun. And second of all, whenever I go on these, I do like, pictures, videos or whatever. So I was like, you can go like as my little
I'm here to work.
social media person slash friend and I told them, I said, listen, told my manager, if you can make this happen, we'll make it so easy. Like, don't have to worry about the flight because we're just going to like out of Fort Lauderdale, right? Like it's easy flight. And I said, we will share a bed. Like we are not high maintenance.
We'll build a beaver dam.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. Pillow. So we will see. But I don't know yet. I have not heard back from her yet, but she's supposed to be like getting a hold of everybody now. I'll call her today and push. But yes, we easy going.
Speaking of flights, did you see? Well, I saw this on Dallas, Texas TV, and then I saw this big influencer in Dallas. Her name's Danny Austin. She reposted this video of a private plane crash that happened yesterday morning. And she posted that her husband and her mom were supposed to be on this plane.
Oh my gosh.
They were relocating the plane from Mesquite to Addison. And during the relocation, the plane crashed and the pilot died. But she was supposed to have her family on that plane yesterday morning. Did you see the American Airlines flight that landed in Denver?
You sent it to me, but here's the deal, Trey. I fly out tomorrow. I cannot have that in my brain. I already stress out enough.
Yesterday, Zach got home from Vegas and he texted me whenever he landed. And he was like, made it. I was like, oh, thank God.
Oh my,
like sometimes I'm like,
scary.
which way did your plane land?
Are they doing it more or are we just hearing about it more? I'm like, do you know the stats on that? Like, is it happening more or are we just hearing about it?
So one of our friends, her husband was a pilot forever. And he had to retire. Like there's an age where you have to retire as a pilot. And he's in great health. Like he could still be flying now. But now he works for the FAA, which is where a lot of pilots go after they retire. And so I asked him, like, does this always happen? Or are we just hearing more about it in the news? What's going on? And he was like, yes and yes. He said, one, when I retired, there were a lot of pilots that were very, very, very well experienced, wonderful pilots that could still be flying. That were forced to retire.
Because that was like, was that after COVID?
It was right. It was like 2022, I think, is when it was. And there was like 21 to 23. There was this huge wave of pilots that had to retire.
Okay.
And these people have been in the industry
like that forever. Like they knew that they had to. Like it's not something.
Laws changed, so like things kind of shifted around. And right before he had to retire, they were trying to change things, but it didn't get passed, and so he had to retire. So, but he said that there was that huge wave because whenever he started flying about 35 years ago was when the airline industry really started picking up pretty heavy. So they lost a lot of really good pilots. So now you have a lot of inexperienced pilots, which is why we saw that Delta plane just do a situation. That was a pilot that had her license for like a month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. On top of that, you have a bunch of situations where the FAA is like drastically understaffed. So he, who now works for the FAA, they are government employees. They have to go back in office. Well, a good chunk of his coworkers weren't based here. They live in other places. And there was one that he mentioned that lives like 4 hours away. All of his work was remote work. That guy is no longer employed by the FAA because he's required to be in office. So there are a lot of people that are, they're not just in the tower necessarily that are working.
Oh, so they do it like from their house remotely.
There's a lot of work that they do remotely, but those people are now unemployed. So they have a lot of positions to fill. Like probably 30 to 40% of their staff was remote. They're no longer employed.
Oh, crap.
Because they physically can't they're not anywhere close to get to the office.
Yeah.
So we're just not in a great position.
Well, that makes me feel real good about tomorrow. Thanks, Trey.
But I'm sure it'll, be great. I think, personally, I would like, whenever I book a flight, like a little, Facebook profile of, the pilot. Like, who's flying me?
Yes.
I just want to know. Like, how long have you been licensed? I don't really care about the flight attendants. But, I do care about the pilots.
Yeah,
how much sleep did you get? Same thing with, doctors. Did you get good sleep last night? Did you get a fight last? Are you good? How are you feeling this
And if
morning?
they have kids, it's a bonus because they definitely want to.
You got something to live for. Yeah.
You have something to live. They need something to live for, like
Yeah.
family. Yes.
But so that's the issue. Is one, it is in the news more, but two, the airline industry as a whole is just not in a great situation. Also, Southwest getting rid of, well, one, picking your own seat thing. I don't really care about that. I like knowing where I'm sitting on the plane.
I do too. So
So
is
the
that
the open seating being gone, not mad about that.
no.
But they've got rid of the free bags. You used to be able to check 2 free bags. Southwest makes a lot of their money transporting mail for USPS.
What? I didn't know that.
They almost every plane is fully paid, their cost is covered because they fill the bottom of the plane with USPS mail. They have a huge contract.
Oh.
So anything
That's
they
why
make
were
from
always
that's where they were able to be
cheaper,
cheaper. So anything they make from you sitting in a seat is profit.
Uh-huh.
But I guess I don't know if that contract's changed or if they're anticipating it to change. But now they've gotten rid of the free bags. They've gotten rid of the sit wherever you want thing. So now you have to buy a ticket based on where you want to sit if you want to even pick where you sit. And people are just up in arms about it. There's no real point to flying Southwest now.
No, I mean, I remember when I was in college, I don't know if this is still, because I really don't fly Southwest anymore because I would fly back and forth to Oklahoma, but I really don't, I usually drive.
Mhm.
But I remember in college, my roommate was dating somebody a state away, and she would always fly Southwest. And on the weekends, and she would fly so much. I think it was after the maybe 6th or 8th flight, you got one free flight. You got
Yeah.
a free ticket. I don't know if they still do that, but that was huge for people that travel a lot.
I think they still have a companion pass, maybe, but who knows?
But the older I got, the more I did not love the not knowing what seat you're in. I hate that. I hate not knowing. And then I flew Southwest to Oklahoma, I think once, and I paid extra because you can pay extra to kind of be more at the front, at but I was still in the, I still wasn't one of the first people on. I feel like everybody would pay that $30 fee for, so I don't know. I think Southwest is great. I just don't really fly it. But the reason they were great is because of that, because they were a lot cheaper. It's
nickel and
free
diming you.
bags. They weren't nickel and diming you. So now it almost feels a little bit like Spirit, which I flew because Bravo flew me on Spirit before.
What?
Yes, Brandy and I flew Spirit. I think we talked about this before. Season 1, they wanted us to stay for that Mad Hatters event. We were supposed to meet our husbands, I think in Florida. So they were like, oh, don't worry, we'll take care of your flights. And they flew us Spirit. And I had never even heard of Spirit before, Brandy and I. And we get there, they took care of our plane ticket. But by the time we got off that flight, I mean, we were hundreds of dollars in because we had to pay for our bag. We had to pay for a drink. We had to, just really such a nickel and dime situation. But I always felt like Southwest was
Just a tier above,
definitely a
yeah.
tier above them, but it kind of makes them, if you have to start paying for your drinks, they are on the same level as Spirit, which
Mhm.
Spirit, I would rather just know the cost up front. I'd rather pay one cost and
Mhm.
not have to
And you know what?
nickel and dime.
Say what you want about Spirit, but that school bus in the sky, they land.
They do.
They have
feel
not had an issue.
Yeah, they really don't.
They make a weird noise when you land, but they land.
Yes, they must
Mhm.
have some good pilots.
They sure do.
I don't know. So anyways, I'm flying tomorrow. I'm flying a lot this year, so I hope that they just really hire a lot of people if they need it because that's not the way I want to go.
Yeah.
And if I do go, just take this little clip of me saying that's not the way I want to go, and everyone feel real sorry for me.
And we'll play it at your funeral.
But I died real sad.
All your new Louis Vuitton.
Yes, and yeah,
bags.
yeah.
Yep.
Yay Media Group.